Hi.
Is that better? Hi, hello. Pardon the background noise. Damina Fontana here, coming to you from somewhere near Washington, D.C. I wanted to share some more information about Sissy SummerCamp. I've been getting a good response, like I knew that I would. And no, the event is not being held at my home. It's being held at a friend's house, which has been emptied out. They no longer live there, but fully furnished. So it's great. It can accommodate anything we need to do. It's on a private property with many acres of land surrounding it, but not too far from a fantastic gay club that I absolutely adore going to. And it looks like current calendar is drag almost every night. So that's definitely an option if that's your style. But okay, I wanted to give some backstory. Like, what is Sissy Camp? Why now? Well, it didn't start with me. I have the great fortune of just being here in service for the majority of my life. Yes, even as a dominant in service to the fates, to the gods, to the angels, to your fantasy. And I have come to realize that after interviewing for years, people all over, that there are many folks living a trans life who are never going to fully transition. We know that gender is a spectrum, right? And if you transition, you're probably like somewhere over here, and then there's like the middle, and then there's like not trans at all, and there's this whole area like somewhere between the middle and transitioning, or living your life as your inner gender identity. And most of the people I work with are never going to do that, but they still need a time and space. So I want to start creating a sacred time and space, both online and in real time. I'll get to the online bit, for us to come together as sisters. My personal gender identity might sound like a joke, but I identify as a transvestite trapped in a woman's body. So what that means is the world is never going to see me, because every time I dress up in latex or leather or lingerie, or even as a woman in a black dress and some sexy heels, they just see me presenting in a way that they consider proper, or like in alignment with what they see. Okay, she's a woman dressed as a woman, so she must be cisgendered. But in reality, every bit of dressing I do as a woman for me is very fetishized. I always feel like I'm coming from some other place on it. Like, to the goddess in me, it is 100% natural, and she stands it. But there's also this other place where I always feel like when I'm moving towards it, I'm coming from somewhere where it doesn't exist. And therefore, when I'm dressed like that, it's very interesting to me. Not directly sexual, but very powerful, very empowering. But also very much taboo, even though it looks totally normal to everybody on the outside. So I have the opposite situation going on here. Now there's going to be a car driving by with alarms going off. So we're going to give that a second, okay? We ended on 9. For those of you that don't know, when doing any sort of countdown, because I like to make you wait, I always count backwards from 9. And if you come and see me at Sissy SummerCamp, I'll tell you the reason why it's 9. All right, so where were we? All right, so I have the opposite problem, but I understand your pain to a certain level. I don't have other influences on my context that you may have. But okay, here we are, bitch. All right, so no, there I was. Backstory: I'm in Bali by accident. If you follow my social media, you know that I was actually on my way to Australia, and that my itinerary had been changed a month prior, and nobody notified me. So I landed in Malaysia and realized that because of the time change, I wasn't going to make my connect in Bali. So I was in Bali for 3 days, and I went on to Australia. But I fell in love, and I loved it so much that I went back for my final 2 weeks in Asia. I was supposed to sit around Tokyo, but I had done that. So I'm in Bali, and a friend of mine is a sound healer, actually a DC connect from my poetry days. Yeah, those were great. The activist poetry group that I helped organize, and he invited me to a venue. It's called the Yoga Barn, and they have all kinds of classes. It's a really phenomenal place. I'll save that for another video. But one of the events that they had each week was called a women's circle. And I'm familiar with the concept, right? Women have gathered for thousands of years around the world in circles. It started when we would cycle together and we'd be put in a tent. And then it just sort of continued from there. And there's different ways of doing it. And there's modern versions and guides online and Facebook groups, etc. So I go to my first women's circle and it was phenomenal. I go to my second women's circle the next week. I was there for 2 weeks. Phenomenal. And I feel all this divine feminine energy in a sacred space surrounded by my sisters. And I realize I can bring this back home. This is so nice. I know so many beautiful souls that would love this. And in honor of that, not only did I bring home this idea that I wanted to start some type of gathering, regular gathering, even if intermittent, for my sisters, my cross-dressing sisters, but I also wanted to, oh shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the style. Okay, so sarongs, hot. It's so hot in Bali, you guys. There are no walls. Okay, there's like one grocery store that has AC, and all the food's really expensive, and it's just insane. And I love it. I would live like that. I fucking hate walls. I'm a gypsy. Anyways, they would wear sarongs everywhere, and I would wear a sarong everywhere, and I would get wet and shower multiple times a day because I'm doing yoga and I'm sweating, and I'd like wrap my head in a sarong, and it's just a way of life there. And to me, it comes so naturally because, like I said, I'm a fucking gypsy. In my soul, like, and in my DNA too. That's another video. I realized it is so elegant to wrap the head. I've always known this, but living the life because I had to, because I was wet and sarongs were sold on every corner and it was hot as fuck, really put me in that mindset. And I have watched you guys struggle with wigs for years, and most of you don't get to do this often enough to really know what you're doing. So you come off looking not incredible. And there's no standard here. This is not about looking like the magazines. What I'm saying is most of you are not doing yourselves justice. You're much more beautiful women inside and out. Fucking car. I'm going to kill the boy. This is my pissed face. Oh, he's not even leaving. He's just parking it somewhere else. I told him I was going to do the video. Yeah. That's what 15 years of service will get you. Fuck. Anyways. You need to be more elegant. You need to be more feminine. You need to stop being so fucking slutty. Okay? You have this idea that that's what it means to be a woman, or that that's the type of woman that you can be, or that's the only type of woman that you are worthy of being. And it's a lie. All right? All women are sluts. All women are whores. And all women are virgins. And all women are maidens. And all women are mothers. And all women are crones. All women are all things all of their lives. Throughout your life, you go into these different phases and stages. And they're not phases or stages. They're development, their growth. It's like going from being a seed to being like this three-dimensional being. And you have the ability to be all of who you want to be right here, right now, or at least more, because I've seen the job you guys are doing and you deserve better. And I believe in teachable moments. I don't believe that you should look down on somebody if they haven't been taught, if nobody's guided them. And I know that I am a guide, and I know that I can teach you these things. And I know that most of all, you just need a fucking space. So there's these circles, and I do believe that there is a rebalancing of the divine masculine and feminine that is going on right now. And I do believe that two-spirited or twin-spirited or third-gendered or people who identify as bi-gendered or somewhere on the trans spectrum can physically embody that, and that sometimes that choice is the right choice. And I know that it's not a choice that gets a lot of coverage or that is very popular. It used to be the lives of the healers and the medicine men and the sacred spirit workers. So, hey, maybe it was pushed underground. But my point is, if you want more balance in your life, if you want more beauty, if you want more femininity, if you want more friendship, if you want more sacred, divine, feminine, then you should come and see me. So I have the circle in my mind, right? And I thought, well, maybe I could do it online. I could reach a lot of people that way. You know, I could host a circle online, you know, on the full moon and on the new moon. And I think that's a great idea, and I'm still going to do that. But then my friend, she's my kinky sidekick. She has been for years, still recovering from this shit fucking haircut. And I was over there just helping her with the house because they've been gone for a year, and like they're finally getting, you know, back into it. And I was like, girl, look at this. And she's got, of course, she's being kinky. She's got like this closet full of gear and like a rack of wigs and all this makeup. And she didn't take any of it with her when she moved. And I was like, honey, can I ask some friends? She's like, of course you can. So it's just this summer. It's just a couple of months. I hope that you can join me, and we can begin together to start making my dream come true. Hopefully a dream that will benefit you. And be well. Send me an email. I am in the shade, and I don't know much about lighting yet. I'm learning. So tell me why I'm squinting the whole time, like there's a lamp in front of me. Fuck, I don't know. Anyways, DaminaVontana@gmail, DaminaVontana.com. There are now, again, regular updates to the blog. I'm also on Facebook, DVontana, Instagram, Domina_VontanaDC, Twitter, @DaminaVontana, FetLife, DaminaVontana. I think you're catching on. All right, I gotta go.